Can you walk me through that experience? What do you remember from dying?
It's like, yeah, did he just squirt on us? I'm gonna look you in your eyes while you, my son.
I need some thick.
I need some deep in this strange.
Come here, you little bitch.
Come on!
Come on, Anthony, Anthony's friend.
We got this!
No! Shut up!
Welcome to Haunted Homies with Matt Rife, Elton Castee, and Corey Scherer, a show about all things that haunt you, from ghosts and monsters to worst life decisions, bad breakups, embarrassing moments, and unforgettable stories, all told live from within comedy
What's up,
clubs.
Syracuse? How's everybody doing? Everyone's okay? Good to see you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for coming out to Haunted Homies. One of the things we like to do to kind of start the show off to kind of figure out the audience is ask, by round of applause, who here does believe in the paranormal?
Okay, that's like half.
Very good amount, okay. Now, who does not believe?
You can make some noise.
I can make some noise if you don't believe.
I love how you, in order for you to say you don't believe, you sounded like a ghost. You went,
Okay, but raise your hand if it's more quiet for who does not believe in the paranormal here. Right there. Wait, where at? Oh, right here as well? Why not, bro?
I just never experienced it.
You ever had your ass ate?
yeah.
Ew, dude. Ugh, man. You
Yo,
don't
this girl is like this.
I know, he doesn't believe in demons, but his girl's speaking in tongues. Isn't that crazy? Ew, dude. Just because you haven't experienced something doesn't mean it's not real, okay? It's really out here, all right? Well, I'm hoping to make a believer of you tonight. If not, maybe she will. Maybe she can talk some sense into your portal back there. There's some people here tonight. Like I said, we have some fan-written letters tonight who would give very descriptive stories of the experiences that they have had in the paranormal realm. And sometimes it's kind of fun to kick things off on like the highest note possible. And we kind of like to ask, has anyone ever had like a very, how do you even want to describe
An
it?
extreme paranormal
extreme.
experience. Has anyone ever had poltergeist activity? Like, have they been thrown? Have you ever been lifted in the air or an exorcism?
Two at one table?
Okay. Both of you have your hands up.
I was pushed down the stairs.
You were pushed down the stairs.
Pulled down the stairs.
You were
Pulled down.
Were you,
you guys
in the middle?
meet in the middle and just start in the middle of it? Oh no!
Definitely haunted.
Same staircase?
Yeah, Dad. It's my dad.
That's your dad?
That's my dad.
And you
Wait,
got
you look older than him. What? How old are you?
I'm 25.
You are not 25, you Kris Kringle mother. There is absolutely not, bro. You're only here because he came early. Like, there's some Santa Claus bro.
You look like if Santa Claus worked at Bass Pro Shops. Like, that is
man.
exactly what you look like.
That's your dad? Bro, there's white in your beard.
If Santa Claus hunted reindeer.
Hilarious. That's great. You legitimately look younger than him. Oh, Thanksgiving's gonna be awkward, dude. Is that a dip pouch? Yeah, only stepdads use that, bro. Come on, man.
So you guys were stuck between a spiritual game of tug of war. One was getting pushed, one was
Yes.
getting pulled down the stairs. Was it at the same time?
No.
Same house.
Same house.
This is the house you guys live in currently?
Hell no.
Okay, good. That is a dad answer. You redeemed yourself. Okay. You moved out of the house. About how long ago was this?
I moved out about, what, 2-3 years ago?
Moved 2-3 years ago. This is the house you were raised in?
Yeah.
Dude.
It was pretty bad.
And did it ever try to hurt you any other time? Any other time?
Yeah, dude, you want to see the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just his dick. It's just like...
It's their dicks together.
They're just together. His looks younger, too. His is uncircumcised.
Do you know what this spirit
what
demon
is this picture
yeah.
of, real quick, by the way?
When I was a kid, my...
Such a dad thing to do.
I'll let you look for it first. You'll see it.
You want me to look for it first? I'll see
You'll
it.
just see it. It's off my security camera. It was above my wine fridge.
You have a wine fridge?
Underneath it, yeah, there's a sub pump, there's a portal, there's a,
Rich.
I'll be honest, I don't know. Do you see it?
I'm gonna be honest, I can't figure out what this is.
Yeah, I don't know what you're seeing.
Yeah, I don't see the penis.
This looks like that.
What are we looking for?
App?
Genuinely.
We'll just get Omegle.
Is it that right here? Oh, it is that. Okay, cool. No, it is what I thought. It's right here. It's a face. There's like an eye, a nose, a mouth. It looks like a Joker face in the picture.
I can see a little
I brought it to
bit.
my priest, he wasn't happy.
You brought it to your priest?
Yeah, he was doing some shit.
Yeah, for everybody who couldn't see it in the back, neither could we. So, just so you guys know. It could be a ghost for sure. Could be a moth.
He's starting to sound like me, dude.
Well, that's a terrible photo. Did you get hurt from being pushed down the stairs?
My humorous in half.
It's fun to start off the shows by hearing some of the more aggressive stories because now we have kind of two portions of the show coming up where we're going to read some funny stories that people have submitted that are here at the show, things that haunt them, like I said, traumatically, emotionally, mentally haunting. And then we're going to bring it back around to some scary ghost stories that people have also submitted. So let's do some funny ones first. This one's me?
First one is a fun one.
It's a lot of words. Okay. Log line. My siblings and I avenged our dead dad by torturing a homeless person. You can read this one if you want to.
This is our first show in New York. What the f?
Okay, this is
my
somebody's
God.
real story. We did not make this up.
Hold on, before we read
after.
this, can I make sure Daisy, are you here? Good. Yeah.
Cool. Police?
Yeah,
All
third
right.
row.
My dad killed himself about 5 years ago. Him and my mom were married for over 15 years, but he himself in our backyard in October of 2017. In quotations, honestly, if we just left him up there, we wouldn't have needed to put up the Halloween decorations. God damn! Holy
My God.
I with you heavy. Like that is so my sense of humor. I love that. Wow. And you don't have a dad? That's bad behavior. Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
All right. I was 15, my brother was 14, and my oldest sister was 18. 3 months after my dad passed away, my mom started dating one of my father's old friends, who was at the same time homeless, toothless, and addicted to drugs. We might have the same mom. In quotations, not the cool drugs like acid or pot. He smoked crack and crushed up pills. I thought you said not the fun ones. All right, fine. Therapy for my siblings and I clearly wasn't working, so we tried to drive him away. My older sister would take his clothes and cut little holes in them and slowly put pieces of his clothing into the fires we would have to make every week. My sister ordered liquid laxatives, and my brother and I would make him smoothies. He shit himself twice. And he would have diarrhea weekly. Imagine doing crack and that isn't the worst part of your life.
Shooting up and shooting out.
Yeah, shooting up and shooting out. Hilarious. My brother ordered liquid ass and would spray it under my mom's door when they would be together, and they would have to stop what they were doing and let the room air out. My brother pissed in his work boots. I would connect to the smart TV and put on porn, so when my mom walked in, she would start yelling at him. My sister found out he was allergic to sour cream, so we snuck it into his pasta because we thought it would be funny. His throat started to swell up, and he had to take Benadryl and almost had to go to the hospital. Part of me feels bad, but part of me is like, oh well, builds character, I guess. But it still haunts me a little.
Yeah, give it up for that story.
Wow, you're a monster. Oh my God. I don't even know where to begin. Daisy?
Yeah.
What was it about this guy you didn't like the most?
He breathed, I guess.
He breathed. What are you going through? Even his breath is pissing you off? So you made him shit himself? How long did they continue to date for?
They're married now.
What? He loves her. He loves your mom very much. I will say that. To put up with that kind of literally? Does he know you did this stuff now?
No.
No, he's gonna. This is
Daisy
a live
Garden.
podcast. Holy sh...
Does he still not have teeth?
Yeah.
Does he still do crack?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that his dealer? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does he do like any cooler drugs now?
No.
Okay. We hate this guy now.
At what point did you stop? Are you still doing it to
Are you
this
still
day?
terrorizing him?
No, like when he went in anaphylactic shock, I was like, this is
Yeah, the attempted murder is probably where you start to draw the line a little bit. Holy sh... Listen, I hated my stepdad, but I never made him himself, dude. Holy sh... That's next level. Kind of impressive. But also imagine you really love this woman and like, this is what her kids are doing to you. How much shit would you really put up with?
Not that much.
Not that much, right?
No.
Is your mom hot? Don't be rude.
she's like a Four Loko, not a wine.
She's a Four Loko, not a wine. Okay.
Is your mom a chola?
She was good in the early 2000s, and
You know, but that was like so non-descriptive, but like I got it entirely. A White Claw, not White Zinfandel. Got it.
Does your mom know? Did you ever tell her that you were doing it?
I told her about the laxatives, and she was like, "What else did you do?" And I was like, "Nothing."
You're a liar.
How did they meet? Was she just like driving to the grocery store one day and handed him $1?
With her number on it. That's actually kind of romantic.
Isn't it? It's cute.
This story should be fun. It says, I had a full face-to-face conversation with my ex's mom while he was inside me.
Gasp. Holy sh... Okay. I gotta hear that.
I love that I find these hilarious and everyone else is like, oh. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
these are all the scary
"Yay!"
stories.
Yay!
I'm very intrigued. Yeah, what position is that? Okay.
So, a few years back, me and my now ex were having sex. I was on top doing my thing when his mom walked in. I didn't even have time to get myself off of him or pretend that we weren't doing what we were just doing. Luckily, we at least had a sheet covering us and I had a shirt on, but anyone could tell what was going on. Maybe she was too nervous to say anything or genuinely just thought I was sitting on top of him. Yeah, for sure.
Also,
But
who rides with a shirt on? You amateur.
Maybe
Let
it was
them things
cold.
thang.
It was cold.
Fine.
But she proceeded to have a full-blown conversation with us while he's still inside of me. She was asking us stuff like what we needed from the store, and we tried to say anything to get her out of the room.
Privacy.
But the conversation felt like it was going on forever. Okay, wait, how do you think that conversation went?
I'm more interested as to how he stayed hard the whole time.
His
Like
mom
when your
was in
mom,
the room.
yeah, when your mom comes into the room, isn't your dick like, all right, good night? Like that should be instinctual, I feel like.
Dude, you know what I'm imagining? So she's on top of him, the mom walks in, and she's like, hey guys, are you guys hungry? I'm gonna get dinner. And then she's just like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, well, like, what do you guys want to eat? You want to get like panda or something like that? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you want? You want like a half and half, like chow mein fried rice? Yeah, I want half and half. Dude, how did you have a conversation? Orange chicken? Okay.
We're assuming she was in cowgirl. I'm hoping she was in reverse cowgirl, just getting her hair pulled. It's like, yeah.
Teriyaki? Oh my God. Okay, let me get back to this. It was probably at least a good 3 to 5 minutes before she finally left and shut
Longer
the
than sex
door.
should be.
Oh, that's intentional. That means that mom knew, and that was intention of being like, I'm gonna look you in your eyes while you f my son. Yeah. I'm gonna.
She was waiting to hear that.
Or that.
Oh my God.
Like a slug retreating.
poured salt on it. Ooh, that's disgusting.
But she finally left and shut the door. I don't think I've ever been more embarrassed in my life. But I do think we started where we left off and continued once she was gone.
Nice. Nice. Who was
Carly, where you at?
Right there on the right, I think.
Give it up for Carly, y'all.
it? Carly! How are your knees? Were you on top like Froggy, or were you doing like that grinding thing that hurts us?
I think frog. I think whatever you want to call it.
Frog?
What do you call it?
I was on top. I don't know.
No, it needs a name. Bouncy bounce. Something
Yeah.
discreet.
Were you facing him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so you had a blanket around the waist, and you had a shirt on, a sheet.
I had a shirt on in case she walked in.
That worked well.
Could you have locked the door?
No,
No.
You what?
he had 2 doors that went to his room, and neither of them locked.
It's a red flag.
Interesting.
But also, I admire your bravery to be like, let's just see what happens. And she was going to the grocery store?
Yeah, she came in. I was there all the time. She was like, "Oh, do you guys need anything?" And I'm like, "I need you to get the fuck out."
How did the guy react when she left? Was he like, that was weird?
I think we just like looked at each other for a minute. Like we didn't even know what the fuck to do.
I love the idea of nothing being spoken. You're just go.
What do we do now?
You guys should have waited for his parents to start that night and then walked in and be like, you guys need anything?
We should have gotten even.
You really should have gotten it. Are you still seeing the same guy?
Absolutely not.
Damn. Why? Mommy issues? What was the problem?
Cheated on me a lot.
With his mom?
No.
That would have been the ultimate twist.
No.
I don't know.
Probably.
Probably? That's why she stayed for 5 minutes.
She was waiting for the invite. She was like, I guess I'll go to the store then.
Oh my God. How much longer did y'all stay together after that happened?
Probably only a few months. It wasn't that long for a relationship.
Did she walk in other times?
Multiple.
Multiple? Oh, so that means that was a kink.
Oh, for sure.
That was intentional then. Did she wait and like she always walk in when you were all the way inserted, like doing the whole laying?
We've been doing other things too.
Like what?
Details.
Come on, you little freak.
Yeah, say
What is
it. Say it!
You're all soft-spoken and innocent, meanwhile you getting duked down.
She walked in, you know how I said there was 2 doors?
Yeah.
She came in the other door once when I was going down.
She came in the other door, what?
When I was going down on him.
When you were giving him head, she walked in?
Did you see her or did she wait and watch?
I don't know.
You don't know? She probably watched.
Did you talk to her while you were still giving head?
Are you guys she's still in mom mode. She's like, you shouldn't talk with your mouth full, sweetie. Like, you shouldn't. Oh my God.
Terry,
I thought she was gonna say, you know how there was like another door? Like she came in the other door when he was in my other door? Oh. I thought for sure. I know. Well, I wish you privacy.
Yeah.
And strength and healthy knees.
Yeah.
You know, you earned that. Are you seeing anybody now?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Does his dad come in? Like what? Like what? How much more complicated could it be?
No mishaps so far.
Good. I like this guy. He's gonna have some crazy about him. I fucking know it. Because I can't watch. He can't. I have 14 stuffed animals watching me at all times. Something real weird. All right, let's see how we top that.
I was hoping that you would say, like, with your new boyfriend, that same mom walked in.
The same mom? The other guy's mom?
That was an incredible story. Very beautiful. Give it up, y'all.
Loved it. Loved it.
The story reads, I went on the worst first date with an arborist and ended up seeing his branch.
What is it? What's an arborist?
Trees. Person who knows trees.
Okay. To me, that's way nerdier than fucking yourself with a dragon dildo, if I'm being honest. I know trees. You're weird. Gets up and walks away. Read it, dude.
I was asked out on a date by the hot man cutting down my neighbor's tree. I walked over to get a quote from the sexy man doing work. I ended up with a quote on my dead tree and also an invitation to go out on a date. We made plans for later that week to go for a walk around the falls, then to stop at a Mexican restaurant for dinner. When the day came, he picked me up right on time and I got into his truck. As he starts driving, I noticed that he is not going in the direction of where we planned to go. I asked where he was going, which he replied, I don't know. I just figured we could drive around. I need to run some errands. I need a new comforter and sheets. I was speechless, but just went with it. We stopped at Target, and he asked me to pick out what he needed for his bed. He starts driving around town, and I just figured at this point, we weren't going to go on our walk or get dinner. He again starts driving around aimlessly and keeps pointing out dead trees he keeps seeing. He proceeds to talk about trees for at least 45 minutes.
Poor guy.
Yeah, you see that? That's a mahogany. Yeah, classic mahogany.
He talks about the history of arborists, the types of trees, when you know they are dead, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I could not get out a single word, nor did he ask me any questions about myself. Eventually, he pulls into a restaurant, and he says, "We are eating here."
Jesus Christ.
After dinner, he asked if I want to go to his house to help him put his new sheets on his bed. Even though I hated his personality, I figured he was still hot as hell, and I could use some D.
Wait, why is everyone clapping to that? Yeah!
Yeah, get that dick.
After he talked about dead trees for 45 minutes. Okay.
We get to his place, and essentially he starts ripping off my clothes the second we get through the door.
Nice.
Little did I know, I was gonna have the most awkward sex of my life. Not only...
It's in a treehouse the whole time. She's getting dicked down by a Keebler elf the whole time.
They're climbing up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna you so good."
Yeah.
We just gotta get up here.
Continue.
Not only did he take a break every 10 to 20 seconds, he literally walked out of the bedroom and gave himself a pep talk in the living room about how he needed to last longer.
Happens. It happens.
Wait,
Happens.
well, is that before or like during?
This is during. He had to take a break every 10 to 20 seconds, and he literally left in the middle of sex to walk out of the bedroom to go, "Come here, you little fucking bitch. I will kill you like all the other dead trees, you limp mother."
I'll chop some wood right now. I swear to God.
He's like, "Stop thinking about trees."
You're gonna bust.
I'm gonna bust.
Okay, go ahead.
Then he would walk back in the bedroom and continue where he left off. Eventually, I was just ready for this experience to be over. My eyes were closed the majority of the time, but when I finally opened them, I realized I am a couple feet away from a large deer head on the wall staring at me. I couldn't focus on anything else other than the deer staring into my soul. I have never wanted sex to end so badly. Finally, it was over, and I said it was time to take me home. He told me he would drive me home on one condition. I had to make his bed with his new sheets and comforter.
No way. That's good activity right there. Wow.
Chelsea, where are you at? Oh, right there!
Wow. So what was it like Groot? So he was really hot.
Yeah.
The sex ended up not being good. Didn't even feel good on the inside.
Do you remember what he said during his pep talk?
I was like, "Come on, Anthony, you can do this."
Come on, Anthony, you can do this.
No, he did. kidding.
Wait, hold on. Please tell me his name wasn't Anthony. That was his.
Oh my God.
Come on, Anthony. Was his name Anthony? What was his tree service company? I'm kidding. I know.
Oh my God.
Now, was this like just a pure confidence play, or like were you fearful? Like what? You just needed that badly.
No, it wasn't that bad. This is my mom.
That's your mom?
My mom.
Oh my God. Well, he turned your daughter into a weeping willow.
Some deep.
Some what? Some deep.
Bill, what?
What?
She said she needed.
She's having a midlife crisis.
No. She didn't say she needed some deep. She said she needed some D, as in.
D stands
Your
for dick,
daughter
yeah.
was begging for.
Dude,
wiener.
calling it some deep is aggressive.
Yeah.
I need some thick.
I need some deep in this strange.
What's that from? What is that?
Wait, is this your first time hearing this story? It is.
She went.
It is.
Did you ever speak to him again?
Yeah, he keeps asking me when he's gonna cut down my tree.
He keeps asking when he's gonna cut down your tree.
Is that dirty talk?
Yeah. Tell him he can trim your bush. No, because he'll show up on some kinky.
Come on, Anthony.
Come on, Anthony.
Is she grounded?
She's rooted. So many good wood puns, dude. There's so many good wood puns. Oh man, are you gonna see him again?
No.
Come on. Come on, it's Anthony. Is this here locally?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wait, this is your neighbor?
No! Shut up! Do you know each other for real?
Only through text.
Only through text.
I had to take down a portion of the fence in order for him to cut down the tree.
Did you know she was gonna be at the show? You had no idea either? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you also sleep with Anthony?
Would you have?
I mean, he is very good looking.
Oh! Look at pretty privilege. Oh my god. Well, now you know he's laying the lumber. Now we know. Now we know. This is amazing.
I don't
I
want
can't
this
believe
to
you guys
end.
know each other. So, Anthony, is he like... What's he look like? Is he like Paul Bunyan handsome? How would you describe him?
Tall, dark, handsome.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Hair color or skin complexion?
Why do you look hair color?
Hair color? Okay, I was curious. Trying to figure out your type. Like how tall?
I don't know, over 6 months.
Over 6 foot? Cool. I have a fern in my living room. It's my roommate's. I would have killed it by now. This is crazy. I've just never heard of this before.
I don't want this to end.
She did.
She wanted it to end so badly. Oh my god.
So have you fucked any gardeners or
Yeah, you turned his green thumb brown. From the back, you guys are lame or what? That's fine. That's whatever. Trying to think if there's any more tree puns. Woodpecker.
Do you think you would ever have a threesome with him?
And it's him and his boy like this.
Yeah, that's good. Come on, Anthony. Come on.
Come on, Anthony, Anthony's friend. Come on, Anthony's friend.
We got this.
I'm gonna blossom. I know, that was a little sappy. I know. Oh, his porn name should be Chris Pine. I think it's the last one I have. I think we're out of tree puns now. Oh, that was a fantastic story to end the funny stories on. You guys ready?
Give it up for that, y'all.
Solid. Now, are we ready to dive back into some paranormal haunted stories? Awesome. Let's switch up the pace a little bit. Let's keep the table talk down so we can dive in. Let's all pretend we're around a fireplace together, telling some spooky stories. Nobody pee or throw any.
Yeah. So this story is called 3 Murders and a Baby.
These are the paranormal stories now, to clarify.
When I was in my 20s, I had a roommate named Amy. We were looking for an apartment and found the most gorgeous place with plenty of space and a great price. After paying first month's rent and a security deposit, we saw on the news that someone was arrested for a murder that happened at the same apartment. Landlord would not give us our money back, promised nobody died inside the apartment, so we just moved on. Okay.
I know how shady landlords are, that they were like, we died in there. Knowing damn well they died in there.
They got stabbed in there and then died on the way to the hospital.
Yeah. Technically, they crawled out of the front door. They died on the doorstep.
That's the Disneyland policy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Ooh. While moving in, we noticed a huge dark stain on the hardwood floor that had been previously covered by a carpet. We asked what it was, and then landlord said it was a chemical burn. After moving in, we knew right away the place was creepy. We always heard footsteps, noises at night. Someone that spent the night said he was touched in the night.
I'll be your friend.
Found out there was a stabbing.
Who laughs sarcastically? Who does that?
Sounded like that joke at the bottom of the ocean and just,
yeah. Fucking SpongeBob? Okay.
We found out that there was a stabbing in that apartment from a love triangle while the woman with the lover was protecting her baby. That was the blood stain, not a chemical burn. A person did die on that floor. A separate time, someone was shot dead through the back door for trying to enter the wrong apartment while drunk. Damn. Amy and I decided to use a Ouija board, and I put it right on the blood stain while we lived there. Bad idea. Yeah. Yep. Swear to God, that effing triangle started moving right away. I immediately threw it over the second floor balcony. I never believed in Ouija boards or ghosts before that, but now I do, and we moved out. A couple decades later, someone died in that same apartment during a meth lab fire. That place is definitely haunted.
Yeah, who lives in Staten Island?
No one said shh.
I know. Whose story is this?
Melissa.
My mom's story.
No, it's
What?
not. No, it's not.
Hold on. Are you the baby? Oh, that would have been crazy. Okay, so you moved into this apartment. It was immediately creepy. You saw stains on the floor. You were like, somebody died here. Landlord was like, you crazy. Gaslit you heavily. And then you used the Ouija. Where'd you get the Ouija board from?
yo, watch it be the same wood that he would chop down.
I was waiting for it. Waiting for it.
It was a homemade Ouija board.
Homemade? Did you even watch my first special? Nobody did, apparently. It's fine.
No, but it was very old, and it was just passed down from generation to generation.
That's how you know it's haunted.
It was.
How much were you paying for rent at this place?
I have no idea. It was a long time ago.
A long time ago? How long ago? Like 20 years ago?
She's old.
She's old? No, she's not. No, she's not. She's fucking hot. Go to your room. This is the mom that kept walking in. I'm sorry. Okay, back to the apartment. Okay, so somebody stayed over. They got touched. You would hear things all the time. Would things move around at all?
No, but we always heard people walking.
You heard people walking upstairs?
No, in the apartment.
Oh.
And I had a family member spend the night, and he woke up and he asked, if somebody in the apartment was touching him in the night. And he asked if it was my roommate. I said, absolutely not. She wouldn't do that. And it certainly wasn't me, but someone touched his balls.
Somebody touched his balls?
You telling me a ghost be running up in there and it's like,
Ouija board is supposed to do it again? Please.
please.
Please. I don't know. I mean, we talk about this all the time. That's my biggest fear is living somewhere. How long did you live in this apartment for?
Just a year.
Just a year? 365 days in this haunted place? Couldn't have done it. Absolutely not. Did you get any kind of money back from your landlord lying to your face? Did you confront him being like, hey, I did the research, stab, stab, bang, bang?
Yeah, he just said it was a chemical burn.
He said it was a chemical burn. I would have called him out on that immediately. I would have got some month's rent back for sure. Security deposit back for sure.
Give us nothing. It was long.
He didn't give you anything back?
No.
Not a ball tickle or nothing?
Can I just say that the last sentence that wasn't read says, good news, we both moved out and away from there. Bad news, we never said goodbye to the Ouija board.
I didn't know you.
Yes, you have to say goodbye.
know that.
Has
You did it
anything
now.
happened?
Actually, she said goodbye. We're good now. We're good now. Okay.
Has anything happened since then? Like, have you been having paranormal experiences since after that apartment?
Do you feel like anything followed you?
No, but I've always had, since then, like a ton.
A ton since then? Like what?
All kinds of things. I died once and came back to life.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. What'd you say? You died once? Is it when when your daughter told you about her getting piped down by Paul Bunyan? Is that when you died? Because it looked like you left your body a little bit.
Got logged down.
Logged down.
Yeah.
When did you die? Weird. I know.
It's like 20 years
20
ago.
years ago.
20 years ago. What happened?
I was having a surgery. Boob job.
You having a boob job? Nuh-uh. Prove it. You know, the paranormal is all about gathering proof and evidence. So, if you don't prove it, how can we possibly validate this story?
Matt, make sure to get photographs.
Totally. I'll see what I can do. Well, were you having surgery on, if you don't mind me asking? Your boobs. Yeah, okay.
Surgery.
Okay,
That's all we need to
you
know.
almost died during you did die.
It's 19 minutes.
Right, 19 minutes? No way. Can you walk me through that experience? Because I find that incredibly fascinating. Like, what do you remember from dying?
Okay, so that's a good question. So nothing for 3 months before that, so there wasn't any amazing thing. So I had amnesia for 3 months before that. So when I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was there.
You woke up with amnesia. Great song.
Yeah, so I had no idea why I was there or what I was doing in the hospital.
But do you remember when you died? I know you were under the anesthesia at the time, so I mean, you don't remember slipping into any kind of light or any kind of like afterlife or anything like that?
I believe in it.
You do believe in it though?
Absolutely. Yeah, since that happened, absolutely.
Really?
Feeling, but I don't remember anything that happened.
Just a feeling. I can understand that.
Did that happen before or after you lived in that apartment?
That was after I lived in that apartment.
After.
It was after.
Can I just try to understand how you're getting a boob job? And then he goes, like, how?
No, he didn't kill her.
No. But how does that happen? Like, did you ever?
Just the anesthesia and stuff like that? You can get blood clots and stuff.
Oh,
like
really?
That.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Got it. Okay.
It happens all the time.
That's what
I'm
I'm
glad you're
trying to
here, all three of you. Wait, did you not really get her? She didn't really get her boobs
You
on?
didn't end up getting your boobs done, no?
You didn't end up getting them done?
I died.
You were dying? I'm dying to see them. So I slipped out. It's fine. All right, so when you died, there were like no more boobs, and they just didn't go through with the surgery. I feel like I'd finish the job for the open casket. I'd want to let that be known if I die on the operating table for some breast implants. Finish the job. I want to flex on these hoes. Absolutely. Well, they look great. You look great.
Do you
I'm glad you're alive.
Do you still have that Ouija board? No. So you can't even close whatever the you opened.
No, I cannot. And we gave it back to the person that owned it, their family, and no, I've never.
You gave it back to a family while it's open? That's evil. That's pure evil. That family going through hell right now.
You should go find that board and go close it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go find it. It's
Yeah.
gonna change your entire life.
You almost died. No, sorry, you died. You should go find that board and go goodbye.
It spells out double D. What do you want from me? It's speaking in tongues. Yeah, say goodbye. Whoever's laughing sarcastically back there, I understand that's who you are, but change it.
I think it's real. I think it's a real dolphin laugh.
I know, and I don't like it one bit. You laugh like a dude. Like a for real. Like nobody believes you're having a good time at all.
Give us a fake laugh. I just want to see if it sounds like.
Stop enjoying yourself right now. All right, next funny story. Let's next spooky story. I'm sorry.
spooky
Yeah,
story.
I'm sorry that didn't translate as well as we would have.
The next story reads, I was possessed by my great-grandmother to kick a drug dealer out of her house.
Oh.
The house in which I currently reside was built around the 1920s by my great-grandmother and her first husband. She passed away at 102 years old, about a week away from her 103rd birthday in the home. Graham was a spitfire of a woman and smart as a whip until the very end. As she neared the end, she spoke of the people in black and how she didn't want to go with them.
That sounds like how a 102-year-old would talk.
One that I haven't felt since I was a child and had seen the man in the trench coat. I didn't follow that one.
I just got that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anybody who lives to be 100 is racist for sure. Continue.
I ended up moving into the house about a year later. My friends and I went to the house, and I hadn't fully moved in yet, so everything was still as it was when my Gram was still alive. While we were there, I was in a blackout and crying and curled up on the floor. Someone came to the house that I didn't know. They were there to sell drugs to one of my friends.
Nice.
My friends told me that when this person came in the house, I stopped crying and my eyes changed. I sat up and looked at this person and told them to get out of my house.
It was her stepdad.
My friends both practiced Wicca, so they immediately recognized that I had been fully possessed by the spirit of my grandmother. They talked, he left, they talked her down, and I guess she left, and I fell asleep. All I remember is waking up the next day super confused as to why I was even in the house. My grandmother has made a few appearances since, but always in a loving and protective manner. There have been multiple deaths on the property since the house was built, and I believe that there is a pinprick in the veil here. I believe this because of a woman meeting her accidental and gruesome demise on Halloween 2021. My mother and I witnessed the immediate aftermath of it and were helpless to save her. She was a complete stranger. We later learned she had early onset dementia and ended up in my home, hallucinating that it was her friend's home a couple houses down from mine. That is the story.
Bro,
Yeah.
I think my grandparents are the last person I would want to possess me.
Why?
Because, man, my grandpa was a creep, dude.
What, do you go around touching people's balls?
Oh, that is some shit he would do in the afterlife for sure. But, like, not in my body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Do they still live in the house now? Whose story was that?
I believe
Oh.
Rachel.
Rachel, that's you?
Yeah, I still live there.
Well, you live there now, but someone died in there in 2021?
Yeah, so,
So you moved out, someone else moved in, right?
no, I was living there when this happened. I was actually on the couch when this happened. I had just gotten surgery and was like,
What surgery? We need to know.
it's not my boobs, it was on my foot.
Fine.
It was on your butt?
That's for somebody.
My foot.
Oh, foot.
Yeah, that's for somebody, yeah.
I like the way you said foot. It was on my foot?
Yeah, no, the lock was broken on the door, so I thought it was my aunt coming over. I couldn't like see the door where they were, and they came in, and I just heard them like, I can't get the door open. So I was like, oh, it's broken, just push it. And like I had just gotten surgery, so I was on a whole bunch of painkillers. So I just kind of like turned back over and clicked continue watching on my Netflix. And they came in, and all I heard was, "I can't find you," and then a scream, and then like. It sounded at the moment like things falling over, so I just thought my aunt was on the porch, like fucking around, not knowing how to get inside and knocking things over on the porch because there was a bunch of stuff out there. So I'm like, "Aunt Debbie, what's going on?" And then there's silence, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And by this time, my mom's coming downstairs because she was there taking care of me, and she's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Ah."
Who died?
They fell down the stairs.
They fell down the stairs?
The woman came inside. I thought it was my aunt, so she just pushed the door and she's like, "I can't find you." And she straight up fell down the stairs. My mom.
And died.
Yeah. It was just like
A random person at the wrong door, at the wrong address?
she was at the wrong house. She thought that she was going to her friend's house. We found out like a couple days later.
How old was this woman?
Like in her 70s.
Oh.
What?
So it was just maybe a gust of wind. That's just God gone.
Does that mean the 70, 80-year-old lady kicked down your door?
No, so the door was broken. And
Oh, not by that person. It was already previously broken.
Like the lock was broken, like the latch wouldn't actually latch. So that's why I told them to just push the door because I thought it was my aunt. And
Holy shit.
And then they opened up my basement door and they fell down the basement stairs and like, yeah, there was just so much blood. It was insane.
There was so much blood?
What?
I didn't think they had that much blood at 70.
No, they fell down the stairs though, and they were just like at the bottom of the stairs, and we didn't know who it was because they were face down in it. Just no idea.
Oh my God.
So an 80-year-old woman walked into the wrong house, went up the stairs.
She tried to go into the basement and fell down the stairs into the basement.
Right next to the door.
Yeah, he's been to my house.
How many times has he been to your house? Enough? Okay.
Why is everyone in this room so chill about this? Like this happens all the time in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An 80-year-old burglar broke into her house to steal all her butterscotch candies. And then fell down the stairs and just died there?
Basement's a death trap.
It's a death trap? Now it is? Can you imagine you make it to 80 and that's how you go?
Oh.
I'd be furious. How pissed off do you think your grandma was?
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
I mean, one of her family members died on the property. She died on the property. There's been a lot of death there.
You gotta sell this house.
We're trying.
How much you want for it?
I don't know.
I'll give you $19. And a boob job.
I'll take that.
You take the boob job.
Dude,
You're about to go over there a lot more often.
What are the chances that your grandma had beef with this woman?
And your grandma was like, I can't find you. I'm right here, bitch. That's the last thing she heard. Let's see who cheats at bingo now, you. This is for ruining guiding light. These old people soap operas. Yeah, you get it.
God.
Fuck, I never thought of it like that. Your grandma might have murdered somebody in the afterlife.
I don't know. She lived a pretty long time. She might have done it while she was alive too. Who knows?
She might have. You need to get a Ouija board and talk to her.
I don't really want to bring one of those into that house. I'm good.
What's the worst that could happen?
You die.
Nah. Huh. I kind of forget the main point of the story now. But
She got possessed by her grandmother to kick out a drug dealer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually remember that. That was all stuff that was told to me the next day because I was completely blacked out. Like, I literally don't even remember us going to the house. I woke up the next day on the floor in the living room confused and then told the story about how we ended up there. And apparently...
Were you drinking blacked out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not possessed blacked out.
No, her grandma would have hated that.
That happened after because I was drinking blacked out. So I was already, like, super perceptive. And I think that's why she was able to just be like, hey, get the fuck out of my house, guy.
Let that be a lesson if you guys are drinking like you are right now. Super susceptible to your grandma taking over your body. So you wake up butt naked under a nightgown later.
Washing days of our lives.
Yeah. You'll know. Just Mama. Interesting. Solid story. What's next?
What's
we got
next?
murder.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. Incredible.
Logline. When I was 7, I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw someone sitting at the end of my mom's bed. Described it to her in the morning, and she said it sounded like her boyfriend from high school who died tragically. Whew. Okay. When I was 7, it was only my mom and I that lived in our house. We had fallen asleep watching the movies in her bed. I woke up in the middle of the night and I looked at the TV, and at the end of the bed I saw someone sitting there with their hand on their head, shaking their head, and I kept blinking my eyes to see if it would go away. Thinking that I was just seeing things, I continued looking for a minute or so until I decided it was too scary. I rolled back over to go back to sleep, and then when I woke up in the morning, I told my mom. After describing what I saw, she said it sounded like her ex-boyfriend that had died in a tragic accident. There was a gravel spill, and he was buried alive with 2 other people. The day that I was telling her that this happened to be the anniversary of the day he died. Wow. That's heavy. Not gravel heavy, but... Who's Amber? Amber? I know you in here. Where you at?
Oh, right there.
Oh, I see. How you doing? Okay. All right. How's your mom?
Good.
Okay. How old are you now? You 38 now? Oh, sorry, I didn't need to read that out loud. That was on here. I'm sorry. What happened? You saw this? First of all, I hate when people do this, by the way, because even as a kid, this never happened. When somebody's like, oh, it was so scary, so I just rolled over and went back to sleep. Are you out of your mind? You saw a person sitting at the foot of the bed that you don't know, and you're like, ah. What's going through your head in that circumstance? I know you're 7, but try to recollect.
Blinked my eyes, hoping that it would just disappear, and it didn't. So I was like, "Fuck this."
Back to sleep.
Yep.
Huh? Did your how much older than you is your mom?
She is 23 years older.
23 years older, and he died when they were in high school. Is that what it said? So I mean, that would have been like 6 or 7 years after, probably, or 7 or 8 years after, probably. That's not that long. God, that would terrify me.
Yeah.
Imagine. Oh man. Imagine getting ghosted for real.
Oh. Come on.
I know. She was his rock.
No. Oh. Now,
You guys do better, all right? Man,
yeah.
that's terrifying.
By chance, did you get any concrete evidence of this?
Come on, spill it.
Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
You guys got to stop these jokes before you crash and burn.
Oh, it wasn't a crash and burn, Elton. It was buried alive.
Sorry. I just wanted to have fun too.
I know you did. I know.
Next year.
Next year's your.
Shall we? I'll get funnier.
So what exactly, what did your mom, say about this, especially as you got older? Have you guys talked about this a lot?
We actually talked about it a couple days ago.
Oh.
I couldn't remember what his name was, so I texted her today. I was just like, hey, that guy that died, and I saw him as a ghost. What was his name? And she was like, Jimmy.
Jimmy. It's always a Jimmy. And has she mentioned, seeing him since then? No, not since then. Interesting. I wonder what it was about that one afternoon, that one night, that made him feel the need to kind of come back. And also, what was he like? Oh, she's got kids. Oh, no.
I think that's what it was. I think that he was coming to check up on her.
When he entered the room, did you get a heavy feeling?
Oh.
Come on, Elton.
What? I wanted to join the fun.
I know, but we did all the puns already, okay? Are you stoned?
No.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, I
We're
know,
moving
you got
on.
That one, I know. That was the last one. That's creepy as fuck. Yeah, I definitely don't. Oh my God, I don't know if that's flattering or not. I don't know that I would want a loved one to come back and check on me. You know, it might be nice to have that interaction, but it also might just scare the shit out of you.
For sure.
I don't know, man. I told my grandpa he couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, a long time ago. I was like, when you do someday die, I was like, don't say goodbye, dude. Like, I might be mid beat off, dude.
Oh.
I know. Imagine that's the time, Matthew. Aw. He's like, nah, it's a good one. It's a good video.
You should have just given him like visiting hours.
See, there you go. You lay down the rules, I think.
You can only check in on me between like 3 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, not like 7 years down the line.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No, I wouldn't want that. That's scary. Well, tell your mom I said hello, and that I hope she's okay. To kind of conclude this show's episode, sometimes it's a fun way to kind of end the episode. Obviously, we talked to you guys for an hour and 25 minutes about questioning your stories and your experiences and stuff like that. And sometimes it seems more fair that a lot of the people that come to the shows are interested in some of the investigations and the experiences that we've had personally. So at this point, we'll open up the floor to anybody who wants to ask a question for any three of us, preferably something paranormal based. Okay, don't make it weird. But what's your favorite color? Yourself. So who might have a fun question? You got one right there?
Yeah. What was the scariest one you guys did?
The scariest investigation? I hated the USS. Was it the Hornet we did up in the Bay Area?
Hornet, yeah.
Yeah, it's an old battleship, and that. It's fucking terrifying. Like, it's up in the Bay Area by closer to Oakland, I think. Right?
Alameda, Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a battleship, and Elton already loves to send me by myself. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. But this time he was like, you're going to be sent alone on this ship, and you have to come find us. Which instinctually, I'm a history nerd. I'm super fascinated to be on this historical Navy ship. But the thing about a ship is if you've never been on one, you don't know what the fuck it looks like. Nothing about a ship's interior looks recognizable. If you're in a house or even like a jail or insane asylum, you know what doorways look like, you know what windows look like, you know what pillars look like. Ships don't have any of that. It's all like the doors are these little. You guys have seen SpongeBob's house, right? Like you guys know how the windows are circular. Like you have to like get through shit like this. Yeah. Like there's no running away if you're terrified. Nothing looks familiar. Everything looks like something's like poking out and looking at you the entire time. I think I lasted, what was it, like 17 seconds?
Yeah.
Wait.
About that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I would have thought, oh, hilarious. I was scared on the ship and I was like, get it together, Anthony. Come on. Dude, I thought I was down there for half an hour, and Elton checked the footage, and I was down there for like 23 seconds, bro. I couldn't. It just felt like something was following me close quarters the entire time. It was just eerie and unrecognizable. I hated it.
Yeah, ships are terrifying.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I really don't know why. Ships are so scary to investigate.
I'm telling you, it's because nothing is recognizable.
Yeah.
Like you don't recognize the atmosphere. You don't know where to run to.
If you do run, you immediately trip.
Yeah, there's so many things
stuff
to hit
always
on.
to step over. It's
it's pretty scary. What about you, Elton? You're not scared of any places.
Yeah.
You been on a submarine yet?
Have I been on a submarine? Oh my God.
We actually have.
Wow. You're just gonna float that out there, huh? Wow.
Have you guys seen the Titanic?
Have you seen the Titanic? Yes, for way less than $250,000. Yeah. You guys are dark.
Let's do let's do
you
another
guys
one.
are-
Who got a question?
I watched you go.
Why did you guys start investigating? Like, what is the end goal that you guys want to reach?
Ooh, we argue about this all the time.
Yeah, our end goals are completely different. You just want to like get confirmation.
Yeah, that's all.
And I want to get the most extreme version of confirmation.
Not necessary.
I want
Like she was like, "Oh, you dragon dick. Cool. I understand and I acknowledge that." Elton is like, "Nah, show me how it works."
Exactly.
Perfect analogy of our relationship.
How do I know
entirely.
you actually dragons if I don't see it go in you?
Mm-hmm. You got 10 of them. I believe you.
I don't. Need proof.
For me, I want confirmation. Like, what's so appealing about it to me is that, like, if I were to have some kind of interaction with something paranormal, a spirit of some kind, that would convince me 1,000% without a shadow of a doubt that there is an afterlife, that yourself, your loved ones go on to something else, that would bring me a lot of closure, I think. I think anybody who has had an experience of that level, I think it changes your life. Because once you acknowledge that there's an afterlife or something after it, I think you would change how you live a little bit, whether that's fearful or maybe you're more fearless. But I think it would have some kind of strong impact on me, and I'm curious to have that. And we've been very fortunate to have some very, very incredible experiences that I cannot possibly explain. But I am still searching for that one experience that I see something straight on with my eyes, and I'm like, that dead, dude. Yeah, so that's kind of end goal for me. Corey, what about yourself? Like, what do you hope to get out of it?
Honestly, this kind of happened after last year's tour that we did. We did like 34 ghost hunts in a row. Like every single night, we did, a new ghost hunt. And by the end of that month or so, I was like, 4 months, like it changed me. Like 4 months, all I thought about every day was, I gotta help these spirits. Like I gotta learn how to cross them like over to heaven. And like it was kind of scaring me, because like I was honestly like considering like I need to drop my whole career, everything I'm doing, and I just need to learn how to help these spirits. Because like when you're investigating and like you get evidence every night, like with just recordings, and you just hear, help me. Like, I'm stuck. It's, I'm burning. Like, it f***s you up. And so last year, that would have been my answer. And this year, I really don't know, because I got into it big time because I liked, having proof that when you pass away, there's something more. But, I mean, we're way past that now. Like, the evidence that we've gotten, I'm 100% sure that when you pass away, something else happens.
Yeah.
But now it's just more for fun. Yeah.
And I want the same thing Matt wants, but not just for him. Like the same way Matt is like, I want proof for me. I want proof that I could show to every single person in this room, and none of you could like dispute that it's real.
But you know what's crazy about that in today's society with social media and everyone's attention span being so fast? We've literally been confirmed that fucking aliens are real. How often do people talk about it? Not once. If ghosts were proven to be real and that there was an afterlife guaranteed of some capacity, people would talk about it for 2 days. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. Some people talk about it for 2 days, but I think it would impact probably 1% of the world's population.
It should impact that aliens are real. Y'all sitting here hee ha ha in a podcast. Well, they're out there plotting on us right now.
Or helping us.
Or helping us. Could be. Could be. Could be.
All right, you want to do one last question?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Let's do one. Want to go over here at Corner? We didn't talk to Corner at all today. I like your hair.
Okay, so I saw the video where you got possessed. I know you threw yourself away from you.
Oh, I got possessed?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Allegedly. I know you threw yourself away from him.
Yeah.
Are you guys still scared to be around him? Or?
Yeah, why do you think I've sat over here the whole time? I still don't want to touch him. Still can't do it. Are you referring to the Queen Mary?
I believe so. I know it was on a ship.
Queen Mary.
Okay. I've been binge watching you guys for like the last 2 months, so.
Got it.
Thank you. So that what was your question exactly? Am I still worried about him being possessed?
Yeah, because I never saw you get unpossessed, whatever the hell that would be considered.
Cleansed.
Yeah, we couldn't film it. Not allowed to.
We saged him.
Yeah. Yep, it's not allowed.
We hotboxed him in a car. Corey and I smoked him out.
Yeah.
We were like, the devil will be f***ed up if he's in this car right now, dude. We got him out there. We staged him with the devil's lettuce, dude.
OG spooky.
It's that spooky ookie. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know, man. I mean, Elton's already crazy, so it's hard to like. They might have tried to possess him, and there might have already been demons in there. You know what I mean? Like other demons could have tried to come in, and the other demons would have been like occupado, and they'd be like, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know he was taking over."
He's been cleansed. Elton's been cleansed. That's why I'm not tripping anymore.
When did you get cleansed?
Last year.
Yeah.
What happened? What was the process?
Go to a church.
You did go to a church?
Yep.
What'd you tell them?
What do you mean?
What did you tell the people
Nothing.
at the church?
Nothing. I said, bathe me, Father.
You said, bathe me, Father.
Yeah. I said, I've been dirty and I have sinned. Bathe me, Father. No, I was given a recommendation. All I had to do was just show up and really didn't say anything. But you're not allowed to film it, which is weird. Do you know that? The Vatican does not allow any exorcism ever in the history of Catholicism to be filmed. They will not allow it. There is a school in the Vatican where they train people, where they train their priests and bishops and all
And dragons.
and they have a whole school and a whole program. They are not allowed to film it, which is the most absurd thing, because their entire mission is to prove the existence of God. Yeah. And in order to prove the existence of God, you must also prove the counterpart. And yet they abstain from recording any evidence at all. We have tried. We have tried going to the highest level possible to get permission.
The Pope?
Like, not to the Pope, but like through the Vatican, through like the rankings.
Okay.
And like we have tried, and there is absolutely no way. No one has ever gotten permission. You cannot find anything ever.
I thought Ed and Lorraine Warren got permission once.
Absolutely not. Nope.
No?
No one ever in the history has ever gotten permission.
Yep.
It's the craziest thing ever to me. What?
What?
Do you know the Pope?
See if we can get permission right now to exercise this.
Yeah, it's the most absurd thing ever. Because when I found that out, I couldn't even film that. You're just not allowed to film anything at all.
Yep. I wonder why that. Do you think it? No, I was gonna say is for like exploitation for money and stuff like that. But that's what the church is about. You know what I mean? They literally pass around a plate and go, "Come on."
Yeah, and they're not allowed to charge either.
Yep.
The only ones that are charging are ones that have been essentially excommunicated. Isn't that crazy? Weird. I find that so weird to me.
That's one of those things that makes me believe it all that much more or less. I don't know. I don't know if that helps or hurts the situation.
Why would you not want documentation and proof of it?
I don't know. Maybe it's like that movie The Ring, where like if you record it, maybe the demon lives on that tape.
Oh.
And then somebody thinks it's porn one time.
But the reasoning. The reasoning behind it, though, is like the churches say, like, you're not allowed to get, like, famous. You're not supposed to get, like, famous and wealthy, like, off of God. So by filming that and posting that, that's giving, you the attention when it's realistically God.
But
Joel Osteen's on TV.
I don't think he's sanctioned by the Vatican.
No, I don't think so either. Probably Instagram.
Yeah, I literally offered to blur their faces, to change their voices, to like not monetize anything, make it free. They said no. We asked everyone for a year. No.
They wouldn't let you keep the audio?
They won't let you do anything, any recordings at all whatsoever. They do not give a.
Ed and Lorraine have recordings though?
That wasn't a sanction. Like, wasn't done by under the Catholicism blanket.
Yeah, they freestyled
that was like their
that.
own. Yeah, they just winged it. They threw some donuts and some water at it. And like,
we were just tickling them the whole time. You know what's crazy?
You heard Arnie's. You heard when they were in The Conjuring through the Devil Made Me Do It, when they were explaining the whole thing. They showed at the end, like, you heard.
Right, but it wasn't done by anyone.
It wasn't
under,
sanctioned.
It wasn't sanctioned.
You could still freestyle it.
Yeah, like I could do one right now. You know what I mean? On Matt. You know what I mean? Like I could just do one right now. Right, but it wouldn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, exactly.
You know what's interesting about the theory as to like why like you can't become famous off of it or whatever? You know that's actually my theory about magicians. Hear me out.
Wait.
Okay. Here's my thing. Magic's real. Straight up. It's shut your mouth right now.
Who said that?
Shut your mouth.
Who said that?
Shut up.
I have a friend that's, like, magician.
He's a fake idiot, okay? It's real. Dude, David Blaine will pull a fucking seagull out of this brick wall right now. Yeah. Listen, I've seen some magic done in front of my face. And like, listen, I get sleight of hand. I can see a magician could do a sleight of hand trick in front of me that I might not see it, but I'll go. I get how someone can maneuver that, right? I've seen before that I'm like, I cannot explain that, right? So here's my theory: shut your mouth. My theory about magicians is similar to the Vatican in that I believe there's a world like Harry Potter There's a world like it. It's almost like a different realm, right? It's a separate world, right? And magicians like David Blaine, Chris Angel, people who blew up like super famous from it, I imagine it's the same rule in this wizard community. Stop laughing right now.
I like this.
The number one rule in this wizard world is that you cannot monetize off of your abilities and your powers, right? Like same in Harry Potter, you can't do magic in front of humans, right? So I imagine these are the people who said, I'm gonna go to the human world and get super rich and famous and just do things nobody could possibly imagine or break down.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Bro, you're a nerd.
That's exactly what the devil would say.
You
Whatever.
think David Blaine left Hogwarts and then 30 years later was like, I'm gonna hold on to some balloons for a YouTube video?
Yeah, man.
Bad decision making from David Blaine then.
I don't think so. He's autistic. He is. It's not a bad thing. I actually think it makes him a better magician.
Is he actually?
Look at him. Yeah. Come on, this motherfucker's never done. Do you want to see me pull a wrecking ball out of a car? This motherfucker has no emotion, zero social awareness, dude. Just a phenomenal magician, happens to be autistic.
Mind freak.
Okay. Mind freak. That's what they used to call it before it had a name.
No, he's artistic, is what you meant to say.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
All right, before we get out of here, have you guys all had a wonderful time tonight? Yes? Love it. If you guys would like to support the podcast and all the camera guys that are here, our whole team, our editing, everything like that, we have some merch outside. If you want to grab any, feel free. When these are sold out, that's it. We're not going to make any more of these. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. If you guys want to grab any, feel free. That'd be super cool. And is it free? No.
Is magic free? Exactly.
But yeah, I hope you guys have all had a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah.
And
Syracuse, I hope you enjoyed yourself, man. Please enjoy your weekends. Be safe. Stay away from Ouija boards. Get your done. Have a good night.